They'll blanket you in Wi-Fi and profit off the radiation. Congregation collecting the people for that Satan. I keeps it blazing, cause I can read between the lines. I ain't blind, we unwind what they're really saying. Genetically modify what you're tasting. Don't need that cottage promise, so now you live up in your mom's basement. Redesign time so your mind is always wasted. Programmed to crave the basics. Keep the beta in stasis. Pay the state, kid. You're in debt for being born. Messengers are more than just the price for being warned. Don't be alarmed, disconnect from their machinations. Stop subscribing to the folly of own nations. Bone breaking ain't the answer, cause they seek the ownership of souls. Spread the seeds and watch them grow. Break the chains of control. Break the chains of control.
So we, eternal balance of all that is good, true, and beautiful friends, welcome to your universal 11-day meditation. This is purely by the numbers. It's an 11-day. This energy is usually hijacked by the psychopathic class and the psychopath class, and we're going to take it back. And so that's what today is all about. What's up to Gordon in the chat? I know it's super early for people. Rogueways doesn't normally happen at this time, and I'm sure a lot of people are at work or doing other things. And so if you get this meditation later today or any other time, feel free to do it. What's up, Awkwardly Awesome? Nice to see you too. And you know, like as always, there's no time or space for our intentions in our soul. You know, it's infinite, and so it doesn't matter when and where you're doing this, and there's no wrong way to do it either. So I always like to let everyone know that some people think like they can't meditate or they're not good at it or this is how you're supposed to do it, and none of that is true. We all just do it to our ability, and the more you practice, the better and you get, the deeper you go, and the further your connection rides on the waves that you're producing. So just let go of any of those preconceptions and attachments that you have and these like messages about yourself in meditation, and just let yourself do this, you know, if you feel like it, and if you don't do it. But do whatever feels good to you and whatever you love. And just, you know, I would love to be meditating within 7 minutes with you all for 11:11. But just, you know, while we're waiting for a few more people to maybe find out that we're here and we're live, whoops. I'll just remind everyone that the site is the place where it's the hub. It's everything I do. I write a lot of articles and poetry, and that's all here. You can also connect to the various locations where Rogueways is. It's on Rockfin, it's on YouTube, it's on SoundCloud, it's on every podcast app, and so you can grab that there. Soon that should include Middle Path. I just haven't gotten around to it. You can grab any of my 4 books here in the books tab, and you can link, these are all linked to Amazon, so you are supporting Amazon if you purchase from here. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't judge you. I order things from Amazon even though I know it would be better not to, because sometimes it's the only way to do it. So if that's just what works for you, then you just do that. But there is a place in the shop where you can get my books autographed by me and support me more directly. More of the funds go to me, and it's also cheaper for you. So definitely check that out if you're into these books that are amazing. They're about humanity's travels through the golden ages and the dark ages, and, you know, the things that keep us trapped in that cycle, and the ways in which we can, even in our very regular lives, transform all of the universe. They're very, very deeply powerful fictional novels that are actually more about reality than anything else. I do tarot readings for people. You can look into the deck I use and just the sort of philosophy I have about that here on the tarot page. I also offer spiritual guidance and support. I go into ceremony for people. If you feel like you're dealing with something heavy or dark, especially, that would be a good choice for you. And I also do just, you know, guidance sessions where we can just talk it out, and there's no ceremony or anything involved, but we can, you know, develop methods of support for you that are best for you, and learn and, you know, find new heights. So those are all available to you in the shop here, as well as those books, like I mentioned, art that I make, Rogueways and Middle Path gear, and jewelry that I make, which is all blessed. It harnesses chi or prana or orgone, or however you like to call that. So I have orgonite jewelry, I have crystal and stone jewelry that I make that are all carrying high vibes and energy and blessings too. And of course, I do teach. Consultation and courses are available to you on all sorts of spiritual, writing, editing, homeschooling, and different fronts. So go check all of that out on the site. The best community online is at rogue.locals.com. If you are a supporter, which is only $2 a month, that's pretty freaking cheap. If you are a supporter, you could always support at a higher level. And thank you to all my supporters and those at higher levels as well. But all of the supporters in rogue.locals.com get access to exclusive content like this tarot reading for May. It shows us what's coming up in May. The readings have been pretty freaking precise so far, and so I expect that to continue. So if you want to get a glimpse, it is a nice way to do that. You actually can also get that on Rogueways, on Rokfin, rokfin.com/rogueways. Become a supporter there, and you also get access to this exclusive content. You see here the May 21 tarot reading is available for supporters there too. And if you are a supporter on Rokfin, you also get content like Truthzilla and Sam Tripoli and Slow News Day and Jason Burmis and all kinds of exclusive content from all the channels you love for one price. So please go support there. And now we will get into it. Oh, thank you, Truthzilla. Such a good sync. I just mentioned you, and here you are. And what a nice tip. I really appreciate that so much. Awesome. And Truthzilla and I just did an awesome episode, and it is going to release on Sunday, I believe, for both of us, or at least for me. So you'll find it here on Sunday, but definitely go give Truthzilla some love if you haven't yet. Subscribe, support, everything. And so let's get into it. And first, I just want to read this thing that I just found in my copy of the Kybalion, which is the Hermetic Principles. And this is my summary of the entire book. And I just found it today, and it just so happens to correlate with exactly what we're meditating about. And so I'm going to just read you my notes, my summary. So these are my words, but they're summarizing this eternal truth that is contained in the Kybalion. If you haven't read this yet, it's super short. Go grab it and read it. So this is what I wrote. I said, belief is good. Intention is a start, but knowing is the ultimate mental power. Knowing. Acting adds vibration to that power. So acting is secondary. Understanding what forces act around you and counterbalancing them dissolves others' effects. And that's part of the inspiration for today's meditation, because we know the psychopathic elite, like I said, use days like today with special numeric values like the universal 11 value that we have today. And they try to use that for controlling all of us and suppressing all of us. So we're going to release, and we're going to find freedom and expansion, and that counterbalances it. It dissolves others' effects. But taking refuge in the all is the only truth. The unknowable is from whence everything comes and to where it goes. It is all there is. So we take refuge in the all. And all's got our back. It conspires to do great things with us. All right, so all of you out there, if you want to close your eyes, close your eyes. If you don't, don't. Breathe deep belly breaths and blow out all that air that you breathe in. When you breathe in, you expand your belly all the way, breathing all the way down to your butt, and then you're going to push it out. You don't want to force it. You just want to make sure all the air goes. You want a full breath in and a full breath out. When you breathe in, you're going to see the light coming in with you of all that's good, true, and beautiful in this protected space where only the good, true, and beautiful can connect with us. Breathe in that light all the way down into your belly. And breathe out whatever is meant to go, whatever does not belong to you. Now we're going to just use our pinky to plug our left nostril and breathe in just through our right nostril and see that light coming in down this red channel to our right, and then blowing that out. Breathing in just through that nostril and seeing the light come in through a red channel down the right side of us. And we notice that that light we're breathing in down that channel is starting a fire in our belly. We see this light burning in our belly with every breath in through that nostril. It's stokes the fire in our belly and it burns. And we breathe out in a circuit. We breathe the light back out. Couple more breaths on that right side with the red channel. Feeding the fire in our belly. Deep, deep breaths in and deep breaths out. And we're going to bring another channel in by using our thumb to plug our right nostril. Breathing in through our left nostril. We're going to see the light coming down the left side in a white channel of light. It's still going to feed that same fire. Breathing deep in our bellies into that fire. Breathing it out. With every breath in, the light comes in and it burns away anything we don't need and brings us all the nourishment we do need, and then we release it up our central channel. Do a couple breaths now with no nostrils closed, but see the light coming in both the red and the white channels on your sides, and then feeding that fire in your belly, and then go up the central column, which is blue. Blue light all the way out. Breathe in red and white. Feed the fire. Blue light up the center. You'll notice as you're breathing into these channels, feeding that fire, and then breathing up through the central channel in blue, that this is a cycle. The light comes in, feeds the fire, goes up the center and goes out. And you see that you're actually building your toroidal field, that central column. The energy comes in, goes down, it goes up and out and back around you, and it builds this bubble around you. It's always there. But when you can clarify your channels and build that fire, you make it stronger. And this is a universal structure. It's in everything great and small. You're building it every breath in, feeding that fire, clearing those channels, pushing it up through that central column, creating your toroidal field. And you know this is happening for every cell in your body right now, down to the microscopic. They're taking in that same light and that same pattern. They're shooting it up their central channel and clarifying themselves as well. Your toroidal field that comes down your body and builds your fire and shoots up your channel with every breath is just mirrored in every cell of your body, every organ of your body, and every part of you, in your mind, in your mental body, every breath. In your soul, in your solar body, in your emotional body. And they're all coming into deeper alignment with every breath. You're building that field, you're clarifying your channels, you're building that fire. And you're connecting deeper with everything that is good, true, and the beautiful in the universe. It all has that same structure, and they all clarify when you clarify. And that energy comes from all of those other toroidal fields that are everywhere. All the good, true, and beautiful plants and trees that might be nearby to you. They're all breathing in with each breath, clarifying, building the fire, and breathing out too. They're the same vibration, the same pattern, the same clarification, the same inner fire. And they're all fed by the same source that you're breathing in. That prana, that chi, that orgo. Breathing it in deep. letting it out and seeing your field grow and clarify. That earth has that same field. You see the earth clarifying her fields just as you clarify yours, breathing in the light, building the fire, and breathing out all that's good, true, and beautiful. You see the sun's field, toroidal field, growing stronger with your field that's growing stronger with every breath. You see the sun in the same field, clarifying the same structures, building the same energy. So we're all in connection. All the people here are building their field. We're all building it in connection with each other, and it's clarifying for all of us. Brighter and brighter, stronger and stronger. And the moon that's good, true, and beautiful is also clarifying her field. With every breath in, every breath out. All of these interconnected fields build this beautiful structure. And we go out further and further, all the stars, whatever that space is, whatever those structures are, they have the same pattern. They breathe in the light, and they breathe out the light. Their field clarifies too. And we go out further and further, and all of these fields all around us, our own, all the plants, all the animals, all the stars, all the planets, all the way out until the whole universe we see is one giant toroidal field with the same movements on the in-breath, clarifying those channels and building that fire, and breathing it back out to regenerate, reconnect, re-enlighten, uplift. Every breath in builds that fire and gives that energy back out to everything there is. And we are a part of all of that. We vibrate on the same level. We connect to the same source. We mirror the same process. And we see how it all connects so intricately all the way out to the widest stretches of the universe and all the way back in. The same movement. We come back. We see the sun and the moon and the planets and the stars within that bigger universal toroidal field with every breath in and every breath out. And we see the earth in the same field, the same structure. We see the mountains and the ocean, the same field, the same structure. We see the trees, the animals, the air all around us, purifying, clarity, building their field, building their fire all around us. We see that connection coming all the way back down into us again. In our channels, we breathe in light, build that fire, and breathe back out that connection that we know is inherent within us with every breath, every cell of our body. We affirm that that universal source and that universal love is what we are connected to. It is the only thing when we take refuge in the all, and we know that that is the best and highest truth, and that nothing that exists could ever do anything but serve that same beautiful truth. We take a breath in and build that fire, and we feel it centered in our heart as we breathe out. Here in the middle between heaven and earth, We know our presence here has increased and that our field has clarified. And we are sending the intention that all people and all that's good, true, and beautiful, all of them experience this increase in presence and this reconnection. And we know that that is the best and highest truth. And we give so much gratitude and so much love to all the people and all the souls and all of the little toroidal fields receiving this message of increased clarity and deeper connection and intensified presence. We give them all love, all gratitude. We give love and gratitude to all the people who participated in this beautiful practice today. And we give love and gratitude to ourselves for showing up, for taking the time, for being this deeply connected, because we know that when we do this for ourselves, we do it for everyone and everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you is what we say to all of ourselves and all of each other. And we can open our eyes if they are closed. Miss Space Cake feels the golden. Snake Jones is in the house with the love. The Truthzilla episode we did yesterday is actually coming out tomorrow on Truthzilla. So that's awesome. Mine will come out Sunday to mirror that. But you can get it early with Truthzilla if you want to go catch that. It'll be rad. Oh, that was really good. I really genuinely felt that a really expansive presence that each of you attained in this meditation and connected to, and really know that you have increased your own presence in your own field and your own deeper connection, but more so that you've done that for the entire universe. And don't skimp on that understanding for yourself. Really know that it is true. And that's how these psychopathic class members operate, is on these same principles, but they're just doing it to a different end. And just like the Kybalion tells us, and all ancient wisdom tells us, we are able to counterbalance that with our own use of these principles and our own internalization, our own increased presence. So you're completely kicking ass and you're saving the world. And it's not something I say lightly. So I really do give you so much gratitude and thanks for being here. And now I do have to run and do all my daily chores, but I will see you tonight on Middle Path with Phoenix Aurelius. I'm so glad to be able to talk to him again. There's so many things that we can talk about, and I'm very excited, and we can talk freely there over on Rockfin. So I hope to see you on Rockfin tonight. I'll probably jump on the channel just to remind everybody that that's where we will be, but otherwise I will see you there. Here is the link to that if you want to have it ready to go. It's already up. And thank you, T. Rakantaja, if I'm saying your name right. Much love back at you. Gordon Hamill, I needed it too. It's good to get centered. I like doing it early like this too, and I know less people show up to those earlier things, but we definitely will be doing some practices tonight with Phoenix, and so we'll get an even couple more doses of this beautiful universal 11-day energy and connection. So yes, I'll see you there. And until then, travel well, aim for balance, and always look inside first. Mwah.
Yeah, come on, Rat Kings, baby. It's the rap machine. Yeah, check it. Gray bearded pirate, my motherfucker unknown. Yeah. In the place with my fist up, meaning I resist the bullshit that they feed us and lead us. This is just a part of the process, man. Just watch this, cause this shit's about to get crazy like a mosh pit. We lost it, toss it, let's start it again. Cause now with technology, with smarter men and women, this is the beginning, not the end. If this is the message of hope that I send, look on your TV, it's a culture of death. They'll keep on lying to the very last breath. We keep on striving and spreading the truth. It's hard to survive in this world for the youth. The door is closed, the old world is dead. Let's have an age of understanding instead. include you and you include me. Let's see what we can build with some positivity. Let's go. You're moving too slow. Let me see your hands if you know what I know. Come on.
Rap like mummy, ain't no dummy in my rhyming. Started flowing freestyle and now they rhyming loud silence. On with the violence, bodies piling with the gray bearded pirate. On your TV in 4K 3D virtual reality. Casualty of urban warfare. I know but I'm not scared, just prepared and aware. Shining my light through the tunnel of hope. Into the rope, but I'ma give it one more pull. Till the family is full. Take the bull by the horns and lead it to the slaughter. That would be harder and you would be softer. Sometimes I'm a monster and you forever imposter. With your champagne and lobster. This royalty, the way it was supposed to be. Hopefully the new door opens and the old one closes. With way more focus and growth to mold us. And the truth that they should have told us.
Glued to them screens, it's a plot to drop the IQ. Fighting amongst each other over rulers that don't like you. Prefer us trapped in melancholy with the wood wands of holly. Suggestions at a flicker rate to camouflage the folly. Attempted mental robbery, executed sloppily. The paupers see this mockery and walk the talk with me. Put the hands up to touch the Akasha, cause you know deep down there's something bigger than your wallet. Everyone got a gift, everyone got a light. They want you to forget that ish, cause they can't dim the bright. The positive vibration takes you past the sign shackles. From the sewers and the alleys in the moving castles. Who these assholes really serving with an exposed Achilles surgeon around the corner lurking to prove Ascension Trump's perversion. Learn them to catch fish and unplug the signal. Show them the simpletons now build the fucking temples.